Good morning, everybody. It's June 12th, Sunday. I hope everybody had a good weekend and continues to have a good weekend. Let me make sure my light is right. My makeshift studio kind of started too soon. There we go. Let's shine some light on the subject. Um, I was thinking about doing this story here of the movie Goodfellas. The guy that played the Jimmy Conway. He was the Robert De Niro character, and he actually did his time in Attica Prison, not far from here, and that was Robert De Niro, that homicidal killer. They were part of, I believe it was the Lucchese family, and he had Irish in him, and he couldn't be made an actual made member into the family. But he was part of the family, and he was one of the most treacherous ones. I talked to old timers years after that knew him and stuff, and yeah, he was from childhood all the way up, foster parents, crazy stuff from a young age, and he was in Attica Prison, and I used to visit somebody there a lot, and he eventually died at Roswell Park. He died of cancer, and I think he had about 10 or 11 years left on his parole. I would go into this visiting area, and he didn't have the privilege to come out to the. I would sit at a table and visit a friend of mine face to face, but then there was this area where you would sit, and there would be a screen or a screen and stuff there, and then you could talk. The visitor could talk to the inmate. So he always had a lady there. I don't know, his wife. He was a burly kind of guy, and he was always screaming, "I gotta eat what they give me in here." And this little lady was just going right back at him. "Shut up, Baba. Do this. Be quiet," and everything else. And my buddy, who was a little bit crazy, that I was visiting, he would holler, "Shut up, we're trying to visit." And I'd be like, "Don't you got to see him on the inside?" And he didn't care about that. But he said that he was in the same block as his. So while he was in Attica Prison, I stopped seeing the guy. But while he was in there, he was always going crazy. He said but back years ago, when they went to prison, it was like a country club. They bought the guards off. They bribed everybody. They had the money to bribe everybody under the sun. But when they went to Attica, it kind of turned a little bit. Maybe they got away with not. I don't know. But one thing that did strike my eye, that James Burke, the character Jimmy Conway that Robert De Niro played, when I would visit this guy, he was wearing a cashmere sweater. He wasn't in that prison uniform. He was wearing a cashmere sweater. It's like, geez, I don't know. Somebody let him wear it. But he was older, of course. He was older, but this was years ago. This was years ago when he was older, years ago. And a lot of the guys said that they portrayed the book in the movie did a good job. But I just remember seeing him when I would visit, and every time he'd be screaming to this little wife or girlfriend, I gotta eat what they feed me, blah blah this and that, and she's going, shut up, shut up. And my buddy even hollers over, shut up, we're trying to visit here. But I found that a little I just thought I would throw that in. He died of cancer at Roswell Park, which is in Buffalo, half hour from Attica Prison. It's Roswell Park Cancer Institute. So, all right. Let's throw in some Jesus Calling while we're at it, all right? This is June 12th. Let me help you get through this day. There are many possible paths to travel between your getting up in the morning and lying down at night. Yeah, when we get up and then we go to bed, everything that encompasses that day. Many paths you can take. Stay alert to many choice points along the way. Be continually aware of my presence. So you always know whatever paths you're taking, be aware of God's presence. You'll get through this day one way or another. One way is to moan and groan, stumbling along with shuffling feet. Oh, poor me, poor me. This will get you to the end of the day eventually, but there is a better way. You can choose to walk with me along the path of peace, leaning on me as much as you need. So you got a friend, and you got a support system, and you got the main man. There will still be difficulties along the way, but you can face them confidently in my strength. Thank me for each problem you encounter and watch to see how I transform trials into blessings. That is from Corinthians, and some of it's from Luke. So I appreciate everybody's support here and everything else. And I wanted to get an early morning live stream in. And I was just remembering I saw Robert De Niro and something, and I just remembered GOODFELLAS and seeing his character every visit. Boy, oh boy, was he going crazy. And eventually, then he got out. My friend got out and went back. My friend was actually in there. He actually probably did 40 years of his adult life in there. And he got institutionalized. And when he would come out, he couldn't handle society. In prison, everything was structured. You do this, boom, boom, boom. He got out and he went to prison at a young age. And he told me being out in society was like prison. So he perpetrated some crimes and he went back home, which was prison. He's a senior citizen now and he's out. He's older. He's maybe in his late 70s. But if you come upon the channel, I'm up to 15 subscribers. I appreciate your support, everybody, and enjoy your day. And remember the little devotion there. Gotta help you get through the day. Don't moan and groan about this or that. Be strong in the faith that God is with you. So we'll end it there and be the kings and queens of your world. Stay great. Share the video if you're inclined to, and subscribe if you want, and hit the like button. Let's cover all the bases. So you folks have a great day. Thanks for your support. Bye-bye.